guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am bringing you this American Horror Story Lady Gaga at the fashion show makeover. Honey, yes, do you gag, do you live? Come on, Silver Tears, yes. This is gonna be part of my American Horror Story series that I'll be doing here on my channel. Every week I'm gonna pick a look that hopefully Gaga, because I mean she's the one that's slaying, one of her looks that she gives me life, and this was her when she was at the fashion show at the hotel. So I have my hair up in an updo, I did the makeup, no brows, very dramatic silver smoky eye with some silver metallic tears coming down, and a nice bright red orange lip with a little bit of a silver highlight to her, and just sculpted skin but matte skin because that's how she had it. So if you want to learn how to do this Lady Gaga American Horror Story Hotel fashion show scene inspired look, keep on watching. So starting off, I'm going to be priming the eyelids, and for that I'm going to be taking the MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour extended eye base and just applying a thin coat all over my eyes. Next, taking the Morphe M505 brush, which is this fluffy brush, I'm picking up some powder. This is the MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in the color medium golden, and pretty much I'm just going to set everything. You want to use a powder that is around the same color as you are just to set the primer, because if the primer is too wet, especially because I'm going to be starting off with the crease colors, it will like catch on to the wettest part. Once we have that base set, I'm going to go in with this MAC Trio. I'm not exactly sure what collection this was from, but I'm going to be taking the color Gentle Fume, which is this gray right here, which is a nice shimmering gray. And the shimmer usually falls off of these, so I'm just gonna be using this as our transition color. So now we're gonna do the full-on smoky part. So for that, I'm gonna be taking Carbon, which is this matte black, and I'm gonna be taking it on a MAC. I'm gonna be taking on a MAC 242, which is this square brush, and pretty much I'm gonna be doing a very exaggerated wing, and then I'm gonna smoke it out. On that same fluffy tapered brush, I'm taking that Carbon and I'm going to start applying this through the crease and really smoking it out and bringing it upward. Everything has to be lifted. Now that we have that pretty much going on for us, I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay Revolt eyeshadow from the Electric palette on a MAC 252 brush, and first I'm going to pack it onto the brush, and then I'm going to be taking the MAC Fix Plus, this one is the cucumber scent, and I'm just going to be spraying the brush. I'm going to be just using one spray because this is going to help it adhere onto the eye a lot better. And going back in with that 242 brush, the MAC one, I'm just going to now finish off the liner look by just grabbing more black eyeshadow and pushing it against my eyeline, like my lashes, all the way to the inside. Now I'm gonna go do the other eye off camera, and I'll be right back. Now I'm gonna move on to the foundation. So today I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I'm gonna be applying this all over my face. It is a little bit on the lighter side, but Lady Gaga is very fair, so I guess we can go with that today. Now I'm just gonna let this dry for a second because this does dry into a very matte finish, and we do want to be very matte because Gaga was very matte. There was a lot of sculpting, there was like highlighting contour, but not like luminizing of the skin. Now I'm just gonna highlight a little bit, and for that I'm gonna be using the MAC Concealer Duo, the Studio Finish Concealer Duos, and I'm gonna be using the color NW20 to highlight my face. So now that we are highlighted with our creams, I'm now going to be setting all of my face except for where I highlighted, and for that I'm going to be using the MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in the color medium golden. And I'm just going to mattify my face. Oh, and I'm using the MAC 136 brush, which is like a big fluffy tapered brush. So now that I have set all of my face, I'm going to be taking this sculpting powder by MAC. This is in the color Emphasize, and I'm going to highlight my face with it. Now I'm gonna sculpt out and contour my face, and for that I'm gonna be using the MAC Taupe Blush, which is a really taupey blush. I love this for contouring. And that same pointed fluffy brush. Now I'm gonna deepen up the contour because she is very chiseled. She is Gaga after all. I'm gonna be taking Shadowy sculpting powder by MAC as well. And this, I'm just going to concentrate right in the where I really want that definition. Yes, queen, yes. So now going back in with that same fluffy brush, I'm gonna be using pretty much the light gray and the black underneath the eyes. And you wanna bring the gray pretty low, but you wanna keep the black a little bit more concentrated. So taking that gray on the tip of the brush, right under the eyes. And once I have that, just gonna go back in with that same square brush, the MAC 242, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of black right underneath the eyes. And now to create those silver tears, I'm gonna be using the MAC Superslick liquid liner in the color Nocturnal, which is a nice metallic silver, and we're just gonna cry for Gaga, cry for all the fashion and the gagness, yes. Now that I have this done, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side off camera, and I'm also gonna be applying some mascara and some Ardell Demi Wispy lashes because it doesn't really look like she's wearing a lot of lashes. It doesn't look like she's lashy in this episode, or at least in this look. But you can definitely see that there is a lash and it's a little bit soft and very delicate, but it's more about all of this. It's all about the tear. Okay, I'll do that off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we have both eyes done, we're gonna bleach out our eyebrows. So for that, I'm just gonna be using a tiny little spoolie. This is just a little thin spoolie. And I'm gonna be using that same concealer, but I'm gonna be using the NC part, the NC25. And I'm gonna put it in my hand just to kind of disperse it throughout the brush. And first I'm gonna comb against the grain. So now that we have that, I'm just gonna comb it towards the way it goes. And now I'm gonna finish off the look with a nice red vampy lip. It's really bright red, but with a slight hit of orange. So for that, I'm gonna start off by applying all over my lips the MAC Ruby Woo lipstick, and I'm gonna be leaving the center a little bit bare because I'm gonna be adding the orangier tone there. Next, I'm gonna be taking Cherry Lip Liner by MAC and lining my lips. Now to add that nice orange pop to the eyes, I'm gonna be taking the MAC Viva Glam Miley Cyrus 2 lipstick in the center. And now I'm gonna be taking that same silver liquid liner and I'm gonna be creating a highlight on my Cupid's bow with it. That's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment telling me any looks that you may want me to do in the future. Please also remember to leave down in the comments your favorite Gaga looks from every episode if you're watching American Horror Story, because it is amazing. I know that I am living for it, and I am so excited because it seems that every episode she has this crazy makeup, and I am in for it. Until next time, stay fabulous. I'm recording it right now.
Yes, I love it.
Yes.
Oh